Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online talk show where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively. Yes, this is me, your girl, Kemi Adebayo, aka Mama K. And in today's program, and to share a story, I have an awesome philanthropist, a nation builder, Otunba Leke Ajayi. He is the Otunba Adetilewa of Ilodo, Ijebu-ode, Imusin, which is in Ogun State, Nigeria. And he's also the founder of Otunba Leke Ajayi Foundation, which is based in Ijebu-ode, Ogun State, Nigeria. Otunba, welcome to Impact Africa. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you, Mama K. Well, welcome. Thank you for inviting me on your program. Hopefully, we'll bring lots of smiles and stories to everybody's hearing.
I am sure we will. And firstly, I just love this your outfit. It's so regal, it's so traditional. And am I supposed to say something as Otunba? I salute you. What do I say?
That's why you can curtsy. I'll allow you to curtsy.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Otunba, tell us about yourself, and the meaning of Otunba. What does Otunba mean? Where were you born? Your education, life growing up in Nigeria, and life in the UK. Anything you want to share, and your career in property over there in the UK.
Okay. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Firstly, I'd like to thank Mama K for bringing us on this program to also highlight our foundation and what we're doing for the country. My name is Otunba Leke Ajayi. My dad is Otunba Ajayi from Ijebu-ode. He's from the Ijebu-ode family. So my mom is a West Indian. She's from Trinidad and Tobago. So I've got mixed blood, as I would tell everybody. I'm not mixed race, but I'm mixed blood.
Mixed blood. I like that. I like that. From Trinidad and Tobago. Wow. Yes, if time permits, I would have loved to hear, how do they meet? In fact, how do they meet?
They met in the
where?
UK.
And where?
They met in the UK, the melting pot. So
okay, awesome.
From the West Indies to do nursing. My dad went to do engineering. And they met and they had 4 kids. I'm number 2. We went back to Nigeria in '67. We were in Kano, and my dad was in the army. So I was first in aviation, and then so it was with FAN, and then he went in the army. We came to Lagos, and that's how educational background, Army Children's School, Yaba, Sunnyfields, from Sunnyfields to government.
Sunnyfields!
Government College Lagos, then from Government College Lagos to CMS, from CMS.
You went to CMS as well? Yes, I didn't know that.
But only a year.
Only a year. Okay, yes. So you went to Government College Lagos. My husband went to Government College Lagos. Yes. CMS, my dad, no, let's start. Sunnyfields, my mom taught at Sunnyfields. Okay. My husband went to Government College Lagos. My dad taught at CMS. So I know all those schools.
Okay, yes. Okay. Excellent. And then I left Nigeria in '79.
Okay.
To come to the UK. So went to what's it called? A college, and from there to university, studied in the UK, then went to America as well, to California, Los Angeles. Spent another 2 good years there, and then came back to the UK.
Wow, you've been on different journeys.
Yes.
From Kano to Lagos, from London to Kano to Lagos, and then back to London. Huh?
Exactly.
So we're talking with you now. You're in London.
Yes, now I'm back in the UK. So speeding forward, came back to the UK 86, 87 after finishing. Went back to Nigeria 91. Got married 93, left Nigeria 2002 to come back to the UK. Now, the continuous journey in all was service to man. From a very young age, I'd always notice my dad always helping people around him in his family, extended family, neighbors, you know, everybody. I mean, every Saturday morning, I woke up to 20 to 30 people in front of the house, and he'll be going ahead. So then you'll be hearing things like, "Son school fees, I haven't got this." And I'm always thinking to myself, wow, these shoes are very large to fill. Unknown to me, I was equally, I won't say being groomed, but by default, you would step into it. And I just felt, wow. Now, as they say in the Bible, it's better to give than to receive. So all these things started coming to play, and I was like, okay. So from a young age, I would help people in doing things, but not really crystallized as a foundation, but it was more like, oh, Leke, do you know I can get this done? Okay, do this. You know, just helping people. And then I joined a group in Ijebu, Regbe group. And part of my joining them, I wanted to give back to society because they said they have a CSR. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm more interested in the CSR. That's my focus, rather than the other part of Regbe, which is socializing, happy, because I'm a member of many social groups. And I
saw that from reading about you. Wow, so many. Hope for Sickle Cell Charity. Ijebu Congress. Wow.
Yes, I mean, a lot. Well, you know, Ijebus were social.
So, I was just going to say that, but I wanted to hear it from you so that I don't get crucified. Very social. You like party. I think that you love celebrating.
Yes. No, that department is not short. So I went out last night. I've got one tonight and I've got one tomorrow. So, you know, my weekends, I look forward to them. It's like, excellent.
Let's go celebrate.
I don't have a party. My wife she just looks at me and smiles because I look depressed.
And by the way, I'm half Ijebu as well, so don't let me, before my Ijebu say, what are you? You are denying us. So yeah, we like party. We love
it. It flows in our blood, going to parties. So, and then through that, I was able to grow the CSR part of me. Right. And I always I said, okay, I'm doing this for the group. Why don't I do one for myself and really take it out and really see how far I can go? How many lives can I touch? So last year, I now decided to register my own foundation. Sorry. I've done many things, but it's not really been under one umbrella. So I decided, right, let me start this foundation, and every 3 months, we will have one activity or the other. So the first activity we did was on the 9th of October, 2021. And we did a medical outreach at Ilodo, where I got my Otunba-ship from. And it was a way of, you know, by being an Otunba, it's not just walking up and down the street saying Otunba, Otunba, Otunba. You must give back to where you came from. I've sponsored children in schools. I've donated to the security of Ilodo. And I just felt, you know what, let's do a medical outreach and let's help people in the area. So we had an optician, we had medical, and as part of our journey, Ogun State government, joined with us.
Collaborated
that's the word, with us to do the COVID-19.
Okay.
So at the same time, we gave out COVID-19 injections, part 1 and part 2. We equally did full medical. We donated drugs. We checked people's blood pressure. We did check them for HIV, diabetes, which is common amongst us Blacks. Yeah. So, you know, we gave out. Now, in December, so on the 4th of December, on the 4th of December, we did our second outreach in Ijebu-ode.
Okay.
And we decided to do something different because it was Christmas. So in this particular outreach, we gave out clothes, we gave out food, we did the COVID, we did the medical. And we're like, okay, this is, from the turnout and everything we saw, we're like, wow. So we had decided from the onset that every 3 months, we'll do something different. Now, on the 19th of March this year, we then decided, why don't we empower people? And I think this is what caught everybody's attention, because we decided to empower. We decided on 100 youths, but in totality, we had 200 people who came for the training. So we decided to teach them little skills, which they can go to microfinance institutions to possibly get help. Or, again, most people will go to their families and say, look, I've learned this skill. To buy the raw materials won't cost more than this. Are you able to help? So we decided to have a one-day training from custard making to making bleach, hand sanitizers, really small micro industries that you can do in your house, which will benefit you. We even taught them how to make paint, house paint. So there are a lot of spin-offs. If you know how to make paint, you can then become a painter. So you can add to your skill, you make your own paint, you paint people's houses, and it's really to get everybody to be self-sufficient. And each time we've done an outreach, the labor of love and then the happiness you see on people's faces is like, wow. So that's it for now. That's in a nutshell.
Yeah. You know what? This is actually the right time for us to just come back. So we'll be right back. Otunba Leke Ajayi, what a journey you've had, born by a Nigerian and a Trinidadian. That's the right one. Did I get it? Well, from Trinidad and Tobago.
It's Tobagonian.
It's Tobagonian. You see, I get educated everywhere. I would have thought. So why do they claim the Tobago rather than Trinidad?
Because she's actually from Tobago. She's from the
island.
She's from
Tobago. Yes. Okay.
So it's like it's typically like, again, like in Nigeria, everybody recognizes Trinidad, so everybody recognizes Lagos. But she's actually from Tobago.
I see. You see,
Trinidad has more Indians and European mixes.
I'm learning.
Trinidad has more mixes, more Indians and Caucasians, whereas Tobago is blacks.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So
okay, I was in St. Lucia recently. So I was in St. Lucia last year. So that was an eye-opener. But I still need to go to Barbados, Trinidad, and Tobago as well. So your mom is from Tobago. They met in UK. You were born in UK. You know, one of 4 children, went to Kano, Then Dad joined Army, went to Lagos, attended Sunnyfields up school, and went to
Government College,
Lagos, CMS Lagos, and then back to the UK and property executive, in the UK and Otunba. And I know you've changed now, still the same program for some of the people that might be confused. We just wanted you to celebrate your foundation as well. And you were sharing, how your dad has been a great influence, for you, who is a major in serving humanity. And from that, you started your own foundation, the
Otunba Leke Ajayi Foundation.
Otunba Leke Ajayi Foundation, Olaf. That was why I was trying to remember.
Okay.
So for short, you started last year, and so impressive what you've achieved, within a year. And even though COVID is there and other people are moaning or complaining, you actually giving back and putting back through clothing drive, medical outreach, skills empowerment, and a lot of other stuff. So, the last program, you said you had 200 young people and, women included, who were empowered in terms of various skills. So for you, what are you looking for Olaf in the next 5-10 years? What's your vision, for Olaf? And my next question is, what challenges, have you had so far, and how have you, managed to overcome them within that short time?
For Olaf, so at the moment, we're actually having an outreach in any form every 3 months. And what we've said is, for the first 2 years, we will, God willing, make sure every 3 months we do something different. So whether it's going to hospitals to do things, motherless baby homes, widows, we will do something every 3 months. Our long-term goal, I'll see maybe, let me just first see if I've got the pictures on the system, and then see if we can.
We can always share it in the interlude as well. So we will be focusing on Olaf with some videos and so on. So don't worry about it. We will share that. Yeah.
This popularly known little bikes in Nigeria called Keke Marwa.
Okay.
And somebody has actually modified one into an ambulance. And what we would like to do in our plans over the next 5 years will be deliver one to each local government in Ijebu-land. So we comprise of 9 local governments, and we will try to deliver one. So this includes Remo, Ijebu-ode, Ijebu-ode side. We want to reach
Shagamu, Ishara, all those areas in Ijebu. But you're not coming to Adokuta. Why now? Anyway, let's go. No, don't worry. I'm joking. Let's start first. This is your pilot. I will call it as a pilot.
That bridge from Shagam to Abeokuta, you turn down to Lagos. So that's the confusion there. But we will try and overcome that.
Please, let's overcome that.
Well, a good friend of mine who actually has been one of my mentors is from Yewa.
Okay.
And she's been telling me, Olaf must come to Yewa. So I've said to her, look, it's always good to be known in your environment first before you reach further out.
Yes.
Obviously,
you use it as a testing ground, basically.
Yes. So once we've really...
But she's right, because once you use it as a testing ground, even though I'm joking, but you need to then be able to practice, good practice, in other areas, what has worked, what hasn't worked, because that is the only way, we can continue to impact lives and to empower our youth and to empower women and to support the boy child as well, and a lot of other stuff. Sorry,
Right,
I'm just fascinated with this idea,
yes.
which is, something that I hope, will definitely can, be scalable,
Support, yes.
in every region. So,
Well, we're approaching it in two strands. So we are looking to
okay.
sponsors, friends who would support our dreams and go along with us. We're also thinking of having dinners, gala nights, just in the UK, it's very, they have walks. So you can have a 5-kilometer walk, 10-kilometer walk, all in support of this, ways of generating and raising funds. So we're looking at all those ideas here in the UK. Equally in Nigeria, we're looking at having a dinner, sell the tables and, have entertainers, we're looking at all this, but ultimately our strongest point will be for sponsors. The ambulances cost between 3 to 5 million for one kitted. And if you're looking at 9 at today's prices, before the prices go up, you're looking at about 45 million. Now, there's some larger philanthropists who can easily assist us, but my formula is really to everybody is 1,000 naira a month. If you give our foundation 1,000 naira a month, it would help in its own little way. It doesn't stop us from seeking funds from other people, but this becomes our, stepping stone. So far, so good. We're now publishing a report, which we're going to circulate to everybody to show this is what we've done thus far. And this is what we're looking to do in the next 5 years. Please support us. And again, a lot of people will support you if you yourself have done it. So my focus had been to do it by myself first, rather than go to everybody and say, please could you assist, please could you assist? And they'll be like, okay, so what have you done? They go, well, I haven't done much. But if you've done it yourself, people see, okay, if he's been this way with his own funds, then why don't we help him?
Exactly. And, I know one of your core values for OLAF, Otunba Leke Ajayi Foundation, is about integrity and accountability, respect, creativity. So that is important. What you're saying is, yes, we're putting our own money in and we need you to support us with this amazing project. You know what? We need to stop for a break. So we will show some of the work that you're doing during this break. We'll be right back. What a journey OLAF has had under a short time, looking at the pictures and some of what you've done and what you plan on doing. Wow, we can only wish you all the best, and we really hope people will support, and we will be sharing your details, for anyone that might want to support to get to you, because yes, it's not a lot of money being asked for. But to some people, it is a lot. But if it's one-off, 1,000 naira, if it's monthly 1,000, whatever you're able to commit, I think that's what you're appealing to. So now let's move a little bit,
we're not running away from people with 1 million or 10 million.
Exactly. I
know. What a minimum of 1,000 naira goes a long way.
It goes a long way. Exactly. Thank you for saying that. Because that is important. Before somebody is come and say, okay, small change they're looking for. No, a big money. You already heard. One ambulance will cost 3.4 million, to keep out. So if you're able to, sponsor that one ambulance and your name could be written, branded, all the promote, correct? Okay, there you go. You're going to pay the commission, shall?
Yes. All be branded. No commission.
Now let's move a little bit now to some of your journey, what you've done, what you've learned through your mentors. You mentioned, having a mentor, earlier on. What you yourself, in terms of qualities that you've developed and so on. So please, could you kindly share any life key lessons, that personally, has helped you or will help you, or pitfalls, what to avoid, for young people, anyone out there, business people, be it in Nigeria, in South Africa, Nigeria, Rwanda, wherever, something, that you feel has helped you up till now.
Okay, so I'm just looking quickly at something on my phone, but please, it's to do with this. Basically, I've developed what you call 4 core values in my journey. And the first one is being real. Second one is being collaborative. The third one is being respectful. And the fourth one is being progressive. Now, when you say being real, I found out in my journey in Nigeria that a lot of people like their egos massaged rather than you telling the truth. So unfortunately, some people say, Leke, you need to be more diplomatic. You need to be, and I always remember this saying in Nigeria. When you want to eat meat, don't call it brother. So to me, it's, you must be real. There are certain things, and it is what you stand for. So people know so stands for this, don't go there. But if you're always on the fence, dancing to the left, dancing to the right, at the end of the day, yes, you'll have a lot of happy friends, but you won't have core friends. So that's really one of mine. Now, collaborative. That you cannot, no man is an island, so you cannot do anything alone. Now, many of our outreaches has really been pulling on personal friendships that I've built over the years. The amount of people that have helped me, and I'm talking, help is not money, that have been like, are you so-so-so's friend? Okay, don't worry, we'll do this for you. So, for example, in the UK, my friends donate clothes to me, which I ship to Nigeria. And this is what we give out. And I mean, my wife loves me a lot because the garage is just full of clothes. And she's like, can't you find another storage place? So, but
I can relate to you, sir. I can relate. Keep going.
So it's like, do you really have to do this? And I'm saying, honey, it brings joy to people's faces. Okay, so when is it going? I said, the next ship is leaving, so. Just, I will move it. So, now if I wasn't good, or if I didn't know these people, they won't give me their things. They can always give it to Oxfam or other places. So that's one form. Now, in Nigeria, again, there's a doctor, she's very shy, so she might not want me to mention her name, but she's a CMD in Ogun State. She knows one of my friends, and as soon as she saw me, she went, oh, I know your uncle. And all of a sudden, it's
Mm.
like, here are nurses, here are doctors to assist you. And I'm thinking, oh my God. So many of our things we've been doing has just been through your personality, people you've met along your journey who are interested in you giving back. So many are giving up their time just, for what you're doing. Respectful. We all have to be respectful, whether it's age, older, younger, and it goes a long way. People would, again, another Yoruba adage, an elder who isn't upset will have many children.
Okay.
I've
How
always
do you
said it in
say it?
English. Eh?
Say it in Yoruba. I don't know that one. I don't know a lot of adage, but I get into trouble with it. So, an elder isn't. How do you say it in Yoruba? Okay, an elder is a. Okay. Wow. Okay. Keep going.
So
I can
again,
learn.
if I always say you're known by the amount of people who are around you. As I said to you, I'm a member of many social groups, many. So it must mean that I easily interact. Yes, you're going to offend some people, but if majority loves you, who you are, and it is shown through the foundation, the amount of monies that have come in. There's some people who are already pay me monthly. They've done standing orders, and I'm being like, wow. Now progressive. Now I look at life being progressive. We all started in life walking. So in our great-grandfather's days, they walked from Ijebu to Lagos. But today, we have the luxury of going in a car. So why should I want to turn the clock back to walking from Ijebu to Lagos? So by being progressive, is you're looking at new things. Who knew that Zoom will take off such a big way? Who knew the internet will take off in such a big way? So why stay at the stage of abacus and say to yourself, because we use abacus and it has worked, so we stay there. Hello, calculators have now come and they're a lot faster. PCs are there. So in my own way is, yes, there are a lot of foundations in Nigeria, but each person finds their own niche at the end. Yes, we all start, as people say, we do everything. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you will find your own niche. And I'm a trustee on sickle cell, Hope for Sickle Cell. I'm a trustee on some other charities here in the UK and in Nigeria. But I've decided, let me start my own foundation. Let me create my own niche. There's enough out there. We can all help. So it's not just one for all, or it's just one person. Everybody does their own bit. Okay.
Wow. 4 core values: real, collaborate, respectful, progressive. 4 key lessons, that you've shared in detail there. And yes, I believe through Olaf, you found your own niche, and there's more that we're looking for, and we're hoping, the good people that are the right people as well do believe in your dreams and follow you, to achieve that. So my final question is basically, what social issues, because I know you're already dealing with a lot of issues, now based on health. You're looking at health, you're looking at poverty, I believe, through the clothing drive. You're looking at unemployment through the skills development. But what social issue really speaks to you, even if you're not doing it? And then I just want you to name them, one, if it's one, or what solution, because we're all about solutions most of the time. It's not about, we have a problem. Yeah, okay, we talk about problem, blah, 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 blah. But what are the solutions, So what are the solutions that you think can address that social issue, even if they're practical or not, even if it's not about you or Olaf doing it, that somebody else can say, Right, you know, I never thought of that. So yes, Otunba.
Okay, so my training in what I do, I look after properties. So I've always said to all my teams, everywhere I go, we're all born for solutions. We're not born for problems. So somebody coming to you to say, I need help, automatically means that they've entrusted in you and they think and they believe in you that once I give you my problem, you will give me a solution. It might work, it might not work, but at least you've attempted to give me a solution. So when I started Olaf, I looked at it and said, what does Olaf want to do? What do you want to create? What little plug in society do you really want to, to help? And I said, I looked at Nigeria as a whole. I said, well, I can't solve Nigeria because I'm not Buhari or the next president. I then looked at Ogun State and I said, I am not His Excellency Dakwa Abiodun. I can't solve all the issues. And I don't want gray hair at this early age. So I said,
the gray hair is good, or it's a sign of aging gracefully.
It's okay, thank you. Let it come at its own time.
Don't worry, some of us are dying. There's a solution to that one too. Okay, sorry.
So I then said to myself, why don't you start from grassroots and let it spread out that way? So you cannot be everywhere. You don't want to be a jack of all trades. Take a little area and concentrate. Yeah. Now, if everybody takes a little area and concentrates, we will all join up in the end. The matrix, everybody will join up. So if somebody is doing his own bit in Ishara, his own bit in, Agowe, they will all, at the end of the day, if you've been blessed, if you've had an opportunity in life, why don't you share that and teach people how you've got into where you are? We're no cleverer than the next person. We're just blessed. Yes. So you've been given an opportunity. You're not better than the person next door. You just have a better opportunity. Put that same person in your position. They might even excel better.
Yes.
So, and that's what Olaf is really about. We want to encourage, empower, So how do you go about that? First, and that's the way I look at it. First, look at the health. Is the person able to do things on their own? Is there no hidden or medical conditions that are challenging? Then feeding. After feeding, if you're eating properly, then you'll be able to think outside the box. And then the next thing is empowerment. Okay, what skills, people look at a shoemaker and just say, he's a shoemaker. But at the end of the day, if you look at a shoemaker, what's the difference between a shoemaker and Gucci shoes? Gucci shoes started as a shoemaker, but he just, God bless him, he got a brand, Jimmy Choo. Again, still a shoemaker, but they've been able to produce something for the market, which the market has now accepted, and the market is growing. So if you teach people those lifelong skills, basic skills, it is just for them to push it. It's just that opportunity. I mean, there are programs on telly now, what's it called? Something Factor. Apprentice, all these things to bring people out of their comfort zone. So it's the same. So that's what Olaf is really trying to do.
Okay. Wow. So in terms of social issue, I like the way you basically went through the process in terms of empowering the grassroots and starting from the grassroots, making that your own niche. Looking at health, looking at feeding. Have you eaten? Have they, because as we say, an hungry man is an angry man. I haven't eaten, and you're talking about empowering me with skills or whatever.
And I'm hungry.
So you're looking at, feeding. You're looking at then, okay, what skills? Basic skills. This skills that we normally used to look down on. And, teaching people as well, rather than all the time money, but, is it about, rather than give, you see, this is
fish.
senior
Yeah.
now. A fish. You knew where I was going.
Sunnyfields. Rather than give fish, you teach a man how to fish, and then he can sustain himself and other people, because he will pass it on.
Correct. Wow, what a journey. Otunba Leke Ajayi, I salute you, I commend you, I celebrate you, I respect you, and I'm just glad this has happened, because I wouldn't have known, this, that even though, yes, we're both Sunnyfields product, and product of Surulere, Aguda, and all that. So it just shows how people from, humble beginning, even the middle class to some extent, can still find ways, to go back. Even though you're in the UK, you're still finding ways to put back in your country, and through, what you're doing. You're not allowing naysayers or the challenge in Nigeria to
dampen your spirit.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you're using the connection, the people you have, you're collaborating, you're connecting, you're working so hard to put the little that you can, back in the community. And I always tell people, even if it's only those 200 that you've managed, the project you did recently, that could be enough. Those 200 people's life, you've changed it in amazing ways that, so, but we wish you well. We're looking forward to more scalable projects that we can follow you on. And just to summarize again what Olaf is about empowering women and men across Nigeria, making a change via economic growth, alleviating poverty, improving health, ensuring job creation. And you started with Ijebu, which is where you come from, and where your family, the lineage of your traditional Otunba. I know you're not wearing the regal anymore, so I don't need to go formal.
I'm in mufti.
So well done. Kudos to you. I celebrate you once again. And I pray that through this, and people hearing your story will motivate them, will inspire them. Because sometimes people give up, based on, I want to do something, but I don't know where to start. What you've shared there hopefully might inspire somebody. Or I want to do something, but I don't know where to start. But let me support somebody who has already started. That's another way. We don't need to be, the one each time being the one with the idea.
Yes.
Exactly, or reinventing the wheel. So if there's somebody who's already there, and you've clipped into their vision, why not go and support them? So in closing, I want you to just speak to anyone out there. We always do this, just final thoughts, advice. Young people, women, boy child, because we don't want to forget the boy child as well. I'm about women and girl child. However, I've got two amazing young men, and I believe we need to be, looking after the boy child as well. So whoever you want to speak to out there, please go ahead.
Thank you, everybody. I never thought, it would get to this. I've always been shy and doing things in the background. But ever since, as I said, I'm social, so I don't mind going to parties and, but actually in doing things, I like to do it and not be recognized. Sometimes in life, you'll be brought forward to the limelight. Now that I am in the limelight, what I'd like to pass on to everybody is nothing starts easy. It would always be a struggle. If we go into how the foundation was registered, the back and forth, opening of a bank account, those are all the things in the background, it will put you off. But the success you see on people's faces is what should encourage you. There will always be challenges, but you're designed for solutions. Don't always see a challenge as, what lessons am I going to learn from this challenge? Now, once you succeed, people only see success around you. Nobody cares what happens in the background. So I would say, please push ahead. Those who are young, find a subject. They always say, study something that you love, so that when you start to do the work, it is like a hobby to you. Now, if your work is like a hobby, you would never see it as, I have to wake up and go to work. Rather, you will see it as, yes, what do we get to do today? So always look for something that you're really interested in. Yes, when we were young, our parents forced us to study certain subjects. They forced us. It was non-debatable. I assure you. You are younger, your generation now is, Daddy, no, I'm studying this. So all I'll say is find something that you're happy with and please push it to the limit. Always look for help. You will get help, but it is not instant. But if you think of it, I started a foundation last year, but I've been doing this since in my 20s and 30s, but it only came to fruition after my 50s. So it's not instant. And for some of the youths, instant glory is not there. There's a lot of hard work. It's sweat. There's no instant glory that, if I do this, I'll be like Davido. People recognize Wizkid. No, it's not as easy as that. Wizkid and Davido, you don't want to hear their journey. So once you know everybody, you must pay the price, put in the time, and it will come true. That's my advice really to everybody.
Wow, you see, I was writing. It's a shame people can't see me writing, because when we do physical, you can see me writing. But when we're doing this virtual, people think I'm looking away. No, I'm writing, Neil. And the reason why I write is my own style and my branding. I know my husband is always talking, you should go technical, be using your phone. I like paper. I like to write. So I have been writing. There's so much tips there. So much takeaways, for everybody, for me too. And thank you once again, Otunba Leke Ajayi, for, giving up your time, whereby you're sharing your story and your journey. And I know that definitely, one person's life. I don't focus on the majority anymore now. I'm always like, if only one person, only one hears us, then we're good to go. Exactly. Because sometimes you focus too much on major numbers. How many likes do I have? How many share did they share? How many people are watching Zoom? How many? And I'm like, But I've realized now that no, it shouldn't be about numbers. It should be about, the minority as well. Even if it's one person that joins my Zoom meeting for an event, I will have a ball with that one person, rather than have 1,000 and you don't achieve anything. So thank you. And I believe Olaf, the Otunba Leke Ajayi Foundation, Olaf for short, will continue to do amazing things, because under a year, you're already doing so much. Yes. So I look forward to seeing Olaf in Abeokuta, Lagos State, Enugu State,
we're taking over.
Kano State, where you come from, where you grew up as well. Yes. So yes, I pray and I prophesy unto Olaf that it will continue to grow in whatever way. God's plan are always the best. You said over 50 and you're just doing this and this, you've been doing since 20, grooming. It's the timing of God. Yes. When God's time is right, everything else falls into
place. Yes.
So wish you all the very best.
Thank you
for your time. So my people, you've heard it from Otunba. We'll be sharing the details at the end of the program, as we always do. Support them. And we'll be looking forward to the next Impact Africa. Remember, God is love. This is Mama K signing off. Till next time, stay safe, stay blessed, stay prayerful, stay positive, and keep impacting lives. Till next time, God bless.
Thank you, Mama K.